It's 2011 and the first Monday of the new year. Now, I know it's resolution time, but not for my guest today. It's actually their loved ones who are turning them in and trying to make them make drastic changes starting right now. Now, 2011 isn't the only number that is significant today. Take a look at these. 100. That is the amount of weight that Michael says his wife Alison gained during her pregnancy. 2 is the number of weeks Natasha says she's giving her boyfriend Shawn to commit to her, or she's gonna kick him to the curb. We'll talk to them later, but first, 10. That is the number of years that Marcia hasn't had a date. But her daughter Adia is vowing to get her one in the new year instead of waiting for, as her mother says, God to deliver the perfect man right to her doorstep. Take a look.
I cannot remember when the last time I went on a date.
I think that my mother's very picky when it comes to selecting guys.
He would be a man of faith, funny, fit, taller, independent, have his own car. He would not be living at his mother's house. Not just any man will do. The ultimate would be a man who carries a handkerchief. I am just very impressed with a man who carries a handkerchief.
My grandmother suggested that my mom go on eHarmony.
He wants to date, but nothing serious. I've tried online dating, and the man that I was talking with name was Jaden. Come on, whose name is Jaden in my age group?
My mother says that she wants a man, she wants to find love, but she does not want it to be a full-time job because she already has one.
I am waiting for the perfect man to knock on my door and say, here I am. I usually tease my daughter and say I want him to say, here I am, the Lord sent me, but I'll go with here I am, DrPhil sent me.
Okay, now, do you want a man?
Yes, I do.
You do? Why?
Yes, I do. Because I'm at a perfect stage in my life. We could travel. I'm not raising children. My children are raised.
Yeah.
I want a companion. I want to share my life with someone.
Okay, so you actually want someone to share with.
I do.
And you want it for the right reasons. Do you believe her?
No.
No? You were looking real skeptical over there. Why do you say no?
I don't, because she doesn't want to do what it takes to find a man. So how can you want something?
What am I supposed to do? I don't want to go out to clubs. That's not me. I don't want to look at every man, like every man in the audience and say, is he available? Is he available?
And I think she should.
Well, let's take a minute here.
Yeah, let's do that.
Anybody strike your fancy out here? We can check them out. No, I won't ask you to do that.
I've already seen 3.
But you can't. Which 3 did you pick out?
There's a gentleman right here in the front row.
Okay,
I don't know if he's
right
married,
here.
but you know.
Are you married?
Oh, well, no. No good.
No,
and then
no
there's
good.
a guy right here. You married?
Where? Who? Which one?
Oh, see, he's not married, Mom.
Which one?
Right here in the leather coat, right there.
Leather coat? Stand up. Let's look you over here. All right, that's a good-looking guy here. Okay, so that's one, but you're not married? No? What's your name?
Farouk Abunga.
Farouk Abunga? Could we call you Bob? Okay. All right, you're kind of young. How old are you?
25.
35?
He's legal.
Wait,
He's legal.
no, that's way too young.
What do you mean he's legal?
He's legal. My mom can be a cougar. I'm okay with that.
So, could you be a cougar?
I could, but not 25.
Not 25. Not 25. All right. Well, let's take a review of your list of requirements for a potential mate, because this seemed like a pretty steep hill to climb. Can't be younger than 55 or older than 65, so it's a pretty narrow window. Outgoing and energetic, okay.
Yes.
Wants to go dancing or listen to jazz. Can't have more than one ex-wife. Must have independent, grown children, if any. Christian, financially secure. Must carry a handkerchief.
Well,
Must be taller than her when she's wearing heels. Must be willing to move around the country with her. Easy on the eyes, tall, dark, and handsome. Must open doors, must walk her to the door, but not expect to come in. This isn't a dog. Stay. Stay. Flowers, got to be spontaneous, must take charge, make plans, loyal, trustworthy, and caring. Oh, it is a dog. Okay. Does not live with his mama. It's got to have his own car and a house.
Yes.
So you don't want a flake.
Right, and I don't want an old man either.
You don't want an old man?
No.
Okay.
I want him to be breathing and energetic and ready to do things.
She doesn't want somebody on their deathbed.
Well, no, of course not.
I think my list is something that every woman wants.
All right. Now, Marcia's sister, Mary, has tried many times to fix her sister up. Now, she's on the phone with us to tell us how these dates went. Was she a willing participant?
She was not a willing participant. I've tried to fix her up on several dates. She usually has a lot of excuses. The couple of dates that I did fix her up on, the first one, she went to visit where he was playing. He's a musician, and I thought they would be perfect together. He fell within her age bracket. But when she got there, she assumed that he knew exactly who she was, which he didn't. She put her phone number in his tip jar, so of course he didn't realize who it was.
But now,
And
hey,
she just
I kind of like that, though. You put your phone number in his tip jar? Did you say anything of that? I'm the girl you were supposed to meet today?
I put a little message in there with my name and my number.
Well, see, that's got a little mystery to it. I like that.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, but now,
Dr. Phil,
yes.
she put her number in there, but she never really approached him. She assumed that he just knew exactly who she was, and when she felt that he didn't know who she was, she left. She thought he wasn't interested.
All right, now, Marcia, you're kind of old-fashioned, right? You think a
Yes,
guy should approach a woman?
Yes.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
And that was an effort to put my name out there with my number and give it to him.
Yeah, that seems to me like reasonable. But now, you understand that if you want what you want, you got to do something to get it, right? You got to get in a target-rich environment.
And I'm here,
Right.
Dr. Phil, how many guys are in this environment?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of women here.
But everywhere you
And
go,
Bob,
there's...
you've got a lot of women and Bob.
When I retire, my plan is to move near my daughter so that I can see my grandchildren more.
I would like my mom to have her own life and find a man. I think that at 32, I'm more than capable of living in another city without my mother. Dr. Phil, I really love my mother, but I really don't want her moving around with me for the next 7 to 15 years.
Okay, we'll talk about that in a minute. But I wanted to do a house call here, so I asked a really good friend of mine, who I think is one of the funniest people on the globe, Steve Harvey, to pay a surprise visit to Marcia to give her some hardcore dating tips. Take a look.
Hey, Dr. Phil, this is your buddy Steve Harvey, and I'm gonna see Marcia and Adia and see if I can't ask a couple of questions that might help you get to the bottom of all of this.
Steve Harvey.
Put your money head. What's up? How y'all doing?
How are you?
Oh, I see you. I didn't know y'all was gonna be cute. Okay, so tell me exactly what's going on from your perspective.
From my perspective is I really want my mother to get out there and date. It's her time now, and I want her to make herself available, which she won't do.
Is it really true, though, that you want the guy to walk up to the door?
She wants him to ring the doorbell and say, "The Lord sent me."
Really?
That's what I tell her.
Ding dong, it's him, mommy, it's him. And everybody go running to the door, and you open it up, and Danny Glover standing there.
I'll take any one of them.
So when you first meet the guy, what are you looking for?
A guy that has a conversation. We can talk, you know. A guy that has a sense of humor. Maybe not a Steve Harvey sense of humor, but a sense of humor.
Nobody's that good.
I know.
So
I'd say.
he's gone, he's a wrap. It's a
You
wrap.
know?
I'm here, that's it.
I do have a sense of humor, but it's a dry sense of humor, so that eyebrow just went up.
Yeah, well, you just scared every man watching the show. I've got a sense of humor, but it's dry.
Okay.
That's very funny. I'm cracking up right now on the inside.
Can I speak for her? 'Cause
No, I don't
Yes,
want
she
you.
can.
She wants somebody energetic who's willing to travel with her, willing to go places, doesn't want to just sit in a rocking chair and
That's
kind
fair.
of watch the grandkids.
That's fair.
You want somebody taller than you, even when she wears heels.
Right. Yeah, you want to look up to your man.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah. You don't want to kiss him
somebody
on
in
the
shape.
top of his bald head. Baby, come on. Baby, come on now. You don't want to do that?
No.
Okay. When you disarm a man with your personality, when you come out with it, when you're bubbly and really sweet, that draws a guy's attention. You could be pulling all types of guys out of the woodwork. You know, you have a great smile, you got pretty eyes, you take care of your hair, you got your makeup banging. You win it. Let's go. Let's put all this
So I'm
together.
halfway there.
You're 80% there.
Okay.
You quit tripping yourself out with your little crazy self. Just sitting over here going, I don't want to go out there. Quit saying that.
Okay.
I think all this information should help Dr. Phil kind of help you all out, you know, because he's pretty good at it.
Yeah, I think he is too.
So I think we'll find a man.
Steve Harvey said that I need to be more bubbly, more energetic, and I need to be open to new experiences. So I'm going to take that to heart, and hopefully Dr. Phil can expound on that with me.
All right, now. Steve Harvey is crazy.
Yes, he is.
He is crazy. But you know, he actually has some common sense advice. He's telling you, you got to put yourself out there, right? And you're saying, I'm busy, I got a job, I don't need a job. It's not a job if it's fun. See, here's the thing to think about. You don't know that the next corner you turn, the next person you meet, the next person that steps up and says hello, might be the guy you've been looking for. I mean, isn't that kind of fun to have a little bit of the unknown out there where you can just kind of see what happens?
But it hasn't happened in 10 years, Dr. Phil. I've been turning corners every day.
No, you're
Dr.
not.
Phil, she hasn't been
Listen,
turning
you got to
anything.
put yourself in a target-rich environment. You got to decide. You got to decide where you can go to meet someone that it's not just like one in a million. They're not going to come to your front porch. They're not going to jump on the hood of your car and tap on the windshield and say, it's me. I'm the guy. You got to, whether it's at church or you volunteer in a community arts group, or you go get in a tennis league, or you go take dancing. You do something where you get around guys. You got to be willing to put yourself out there.
I suggested speed dating. Know what she told me? Weirdos do speed dating.
Weirdos do speed dating. And you don't like this internet dating business
No,
either.
not at all.
Okay, why?
Well, first of all, the application was so long. It took me a long time to do the
Well, but
application.
doesn't that tell you that they're doing their homework?
And then how do you know who you're talking to out there?
Well, okay. I got the solution for this, as Steve Harvey does. Okay, Steve, by the way, he's written a book that you need to read. All of y'all need to read this. He has a new book. It's called Straight Talk, No Chasers. And it's in bookstores today. And this is the book, and I've read the manuscript before it ever came out. This is a great book. He is offering you a year's membership to his dating website, which is called locateyourlove.com. But you can upload videos on there. So you actually get to see the guy before you even have to exchange an email with him. So he's going to hook you up at locateyourlove.com for a year, and I don't think you'll need that, but that's a target-rich environment. Okay. See, the difference between people whose resolutions work and those that don't are people who actually sit down and make a plan. If you resolve you're going to do 5 things a month for the next 3 months, the chances of you meeting somebody goes exponential. You could do that, couldn't you?
I could do that.
Would
She
she?
won't. No.
I will. I will.
She won't. I said, Mom, let's go bowling. I'm gonna chip my nails.
Okay.
I will, Dr. Phil.
Okay, you got to quit saying no and start saying yes. For all of you at home that are watching her, maybe you want to meet her. I don't know. You can find her on locateyourlove.com. But you're going to have to get through Steve Harvey and me. So if you're some kind of weirdo speed dater, don't even try. Okay, but you got to get busy, all right? You got to put yourself out there. And she's doing this for you.
Because she doesn't want me to travel around with her.
Well, she just doesn't want to be stalked by her mother.
Yes,
And I want her to be happy.
She wants you to have a life and be happy, and then you can come and visit.
Okay.
Okay? We'll work on that. All right. Well, weight loss, you know, weight loss is one of the most popular New Year's resolutions out there. Everybody's going to take off that pounds they picked up over the holidays. But it's not Alison who resolved to lose weight. It's her husband, Michael, who insists that she return to being a size 2 trophy wife.
I'm embarrassed to take Alison out to the movies to meet my friends because of the way she looks.
It makes me feel horrible that Michael's embarrassed of me. Michael and I have been married for 3 years. The biggest problem in our marriage is my weight.
Alison was 130 pounds, always working out. This is my trophy wife that I remember.
Now I'm a size 22 and I weigh 249 pounds. I gained 80 pounds in the last 2 months of my pregnancy from eating corn dogs, lots of corn dogs, and milkshakes and fries.
Alison's fat because she's lazy, because she doesn't want to put the effort to go to the gym. You said you wanted a bike, we got you the bike, and you said that the bike was too hard.
250 pounds on a bike, not comfortable. I've tried dieting and working out and the weight just doesn't come off like it used to.
How's Emily doing?
Emily. My husband refers to my stomach as Emily. Michael calls me names a lot. He calls me chunky monkey, heifer, and hippo, and fat ass.
I do make comments just to make her feel bad about herself.
I'm afraid he'll leave me. I'm afraid that he'd cheat on me. I'm afraid that he'll go and find some toothpick to replace me.
Okay, this doesn't help.
No.
Do you think that this is actually helping her?
I tried helping her by giving her everything she wanted. She wanted an exercise bike.
Right.
Didn't work, she says it was too hard. Then she wanted the thing to attach back of the bike so my son can ride with her. Then didn't work. We ended up giving the bike away, brand new.
You call her hippo, chunky monkey,
and
fat
heifer.
heifer, and chubs.
Yep.
And your theory is this will shame her into doing it?
By doing that, I push her buttons on purpose and makes her feel bad about herself, so hopefully she'll do something about it.
How's that working for you?
Hasn't worked yet.
You couldn't do anything more wrong in sabotaging her for change if you sat down and strategized out how to keep her overweight. Is there a woman in this room that believes that calling you fat ass, chunky monkey, and hippo would say, all right, I want to make myself better for him? Is there anybody that believes that?
But it's been 4 years.
I don't care if it's been 40 years. The wrong solution doesn't fix the right problem. You may be right that she needs to lose weight. I agree you need to lose weight, by the way.
Thanks.
No, I do. I think there's a return to health when you lose weight. There are a number of things that will improve when you get down to what is for you an ideal body weight. And I seriously doubt that's a size 2.
I would like to get back there, but
Okay.
if I don't have any help, there's
but
nothing
he says
I can
he's
do.
helped you. He says he's helped you.
Okay, no.
He buys you
buying
stuff
things,
and then...
buying things, and then expecting me to be a full-time stay-at-home mom to our son, and then have time to keep our house looking like a hotel, and entertain my son, and have time to work out at the end of the day when he doesn't help me when he gets home from work is not possible.
Okay, you said, and this is a quote, you said, if I start crying, he says I should be losing weight so we won't argue.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so if he hurts your feelings, he says, again, just lose the weight and
then we're fine, which I think is complete nonsense. I think that the weight's part of our problems, but I think that he needs to, be.
Are you attracted to her?
I'm
You're
not attracted to her at all.
You don't find her attractive at all?
I don't want to be seen with her in public. I don't want to. I take her out to movies late at nights at reserved seating, so we just go in the theater and we can get out as soon as possible. I try to stay in my office as long as I can, so I don't have to come up with any reason to come out and hang out with her.
Yeah.
But
Are you all intimate? Are you sexually
Not
active?
really.
we used to have sex 6 times a day. Now maybe once a month.
You used to have sex 6 times a day?
Yes,
A lot.
a lot.
Well, no wonder you're just tired. I'm having a hard time wrapping my mind around this. You're saying you're ashamed to take this woman out somewhere?
Yes. I like my trophy wife. When she was 130, when I met her, that's the person I fell in love with.
We literally went out and just did everything. And
yeah, we did everything
had
together.
Fun.
So why have you stayed? I mean, if you're so ashamed of her, if she's so despicable and disgusting to you, why have you stayed?
Because we have a son together. He's 3 years old. I mean,
so that's it. You're just staying for the child.
I don't want to. I want my son to have a mother and father.
But for him, you'd be gone.
If it wasn't for him, I'll be gone. Yeah. But if she would have listened to me from the beginning, she wouldn't be where she is. Because the doctor gave her a list, told her not to eat salt, not to eat pasta, don't eat fatty food. What did she ask? Corn dog. A box of corn dog in 2 days. And then instead of using ketchup, she puts the corn dog in the ice cream as a ketchup. She wants McDonald's. She wants a spicy chicken sandwich. She wants milkshake, large French fries. Those are the things I told her.
I was hungry.
She gained 5 pounds every month till she hit 7 months. And then she gained 65 pounds 1 month. Sure. The doctor said that's not healthy for your kid.
What do you weigh?
I weigh 200.
200?
Yes.
He's not exactly the picture of perfect health either.
I gained that weight for eating the junk you ate when you were pregnant.
There's a lot of women out there right now thinking, hey, I know how you could lose 200 pounds in a hurry.
I no longer have the spark for Alison.
Before I gained weight, we were intimate 5 times a day.
Now we only have sex once a week.
When Michael and I have sex, he makes me feel like I'm a $10 hooker. Get it done and get out.
Okay. Do you have a question for me?
I want to know how to fix this. I want to...
Fix what's this?
Him, my weight, our marriage.
Do you have a question for me?
I would like to ask, where I went wrong? What did I do wrong? I mean, I'm giving her everything she asked.
I'll answer that question. You want to know where you went wrong?
I mean, she wanted to buy
You are a big mouth, abusive bully. And I'm being honest with you, your behavior, what you're doing is abusive. Okay. Really, it's abusive, and it's not working. Are you willing to change your strategy and approach?
If it's going to help her lose weight, yes.
Okay, do you acknowledge that what you're doing isn't working?
Yes.
Do you acknowledge just intellectually that it is abusive to call someone derogatory names and put them down?
I would say it's wrong because it's not working.
Okay, but you don't think it's morally wrong. You don't think it's emotionally wrong.
I think I do it just to push her buttons, and hopefully maybe she one day realized that she needed to do something about it.
Okay, well, in 4 years, it hasn't worked, okay? If you're beating your head against the wall for 4 years and the wall's not moving, you think, well, I gotta try something different, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna get you to what weight you want, because you don't like this either.
No.
But I'm gonna do this for you, not for him. Okay. And here's your problem. When she does, then you're gonna come scratching at the door again, and it's gonna occur to her that, you know what? He's not interested in me as a person. He doesn't respect me as a woman. He doesn't acknowledge that I'm the mother to his child. He's just interested in me because I'm hot. She's going to resent you once she gets there. I mean, this is a beautiful woman, and she gained weight. She gained weight. And the catalyst to that gaining weight is she got pregnant having your child.
But it's 3 years since she had a child. And we have a 24-hour gym with every exercise equipment available to her.
Okay, here's what I'm going to ask you to do. I'm going to ask you to butt out.
Butt out.
Seriously. It's not working, Michael. I have a plan. There's a new program that we're involved with. It's called the 17-Day Diet. And this book has become a wildfire in America. It's by Dr. Mike Moreno. It is a scientifically based diet that changes every 17 days. So you, A, don't get bored, and B, you don't get plateaued. And so this has 4 17-day phases that you go through. And in fact, to keep you from having to even make a decision, we'll make this as structured for you as beginning, we're going to give you a year's worth of food delivery from BistroMD. Okay, this is breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Now, here's what they do. They have the 17-day diet program in BistroMD. So they will look at the phase you're in, and they will put together exactly the combinations of food that you're supposed to eat for 17 days. Then they'll shift gears for 17 days. Then they'll shift gears for another 17 days. And we'll keep running this cycle till you get where you're going.
Okay.
And you don't deserve anything. But because I think it would be good to support, we'll make it available to you as well, because you could stand to lose a few. Right?
Yes.
You said, all right. Now, I want to introduce you to Robert Reames right here. Now, Robert Reames is a trainer. He's a nutritionist. He's also an ambassador for Gold's Gym. And Gold's Gym has agreed to give you a free one-year membership and a personal trainer that will be coordinated by Robert Reames to get you going over the next 6 months. Now, Robert, you got to break a sweat here, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And you know what? You know what it's like.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to working out at all. I love working out.
I think this is just about a little shift in momentum, get some rhythm going, and getting busy again like you did before.
So we're going to structure you with a membership to the gym, a trainer that will hold you accountable. And let me tell you, you don't show up, you're going to have him in your face. She knew he was a player and used to date 5 to 10 girls at a time. Now Natasha wants her boyfriend Shawn to give up the other women and commit to her and her only. Take a look.
Hello, Dr. Phil. My name is Natasha. I haven't seen Shawn for the last few months. I would like to see a commitment from him by New Year's.
I'm the type of guy that doesn't really like commitment. And I usually like to date about 5 to 10 women at the same time. I'm living the life every single guy dreams about. I'm the ultimate playboy. They call me the showstopper.
When I first met Shawn, he presented himself as a playboy, arrogant, cocky, very into himself.
I am very well educated. I have traveled the world. I believe in having the whole package of beauty and brains.
He said at the beginning that he doesn't want a relationship. As I got to know him better, I saw a different side of him. I can definitely see Shawn being serious with someone. My question to you, Dr. Phil, is Shawn the right guy for me?
Okay, well, you're pretty proud of the way you turned out.
I've always been very independently happy and confident with myself. And I've always had the attitude that just because you're alone doesn't mean that you're lonely. Most boys, when they're growing up, they have these dreams of dating beautiful women.
Who are you talking to?
I'm sorry.
No, I just wondered if you were like selling this to the audience.
I'm very passionate about my views. I like to share it with a lot of people.
You don't want to settle down.
I'm not saying I'm completely opposed to settling down, but I've been very happily single for a long time, and it's worked for me, so I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
So what do you think about this?
It worked for me for a while. I grew up and lived all my life with a lot of pressure that you have to be married, committed, traditional, and it didn't work for me.
But now?
Now we've been seeing each other for a while, our feelings are evolving, and I need to make a decision whether I'm going to continue seeing him or not.
Our feelings are evolving or your feelings are evolving?
Ours.
Uh-huh. You in love with her?
I don't really like using the word in love with someone.
Are you in love with him?
I can't say that, but we do have feelings for each other.
Yeah.
What would the feelings be like? You like really like him? Or
Yeah, definitely.
Okay,
And
but you're not in love with him?
I can't say that yet. No, it's too soon for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's your question for me?
Does he have a chance to be committed, and can he change?
No. No. You have any other questions?
I think what he's... I could see through him. I think everything he's saying, those are just the walls he's putting around himself. Deep inside, he's just a sweet teddy bear.
He has told you from the get-go. He's not somebody that dates you and sneaks around and dates somebody else. You've been very forthcoming with the women in your life that you're not interested in monogamy right now. But let me tell you something. A committed relationship, whether you call it marriage, dated, living, whatever, is tough enough when two people are both highly motivated to get together. When there is a disparate level of desire to do that, it becomes exponentially difficult. You want it, you don't. And until those things come into sync, this isn't going to work for you. And if you're saying you've put in some time here and he either needs to kind of step up and be at the level you're at, or you need to move on, then don't say that if you don't mean it.
I mean it.
Then you need to move on.
Okay.
Because you're not willing to make the kind of commitment that she's looking for right now, true?
I wouldn't necessarily say that. I think she's just a beautiful, lovely person. Just being in a line of work where I'm around a lot of young models who are kind of airheaded and vacant and don't have much personality. Being with her makes me feel like I'm with a real woman, and she's just a wonderful human being, and I would hate to lose her.
Are you willing to give up all these airheads?
I don't know. Just because I have been I've been very independently happy for a long time.
Let's take a break. Well, I'm here with Shawn and Natasha, and I don't know, maybe I'm seeing this too black and white here, because Shawn describes himself as someone that doesn't feel the need to be plugged in and committed, although he says he's open to it at some point. It's been 1 year since they broke up, and Kaylin says that Shawn is in no way ready to commit to one woman. Why do you say that?
He is very egotistical. I'm gonna start there. And I heard you say something, oh, he's like a little teddy bear, and that's the mentality. As women, we want to fix people. We want to help them and nurture them, and you just see him as, oh, poor Shawn. But when he starts feeling the actual feelings, he's gonna get scared and he's gonna push you away.
Okay, so you want what from him at this point?
I want you to make a decision whether you can commit to me or not. I'm not going to be seeing you anymore if you can't do that.
And define commit.
Monogamous, all the other women have to go.
And are you willing to do that?
I'm willing to do so for her, just because I think she's the most amazing woman I've ever met.
You seem like you're nervous. We're putting you on the spot here.
Oh, okay. You are putting me on the spot.
No, well, she is, not me. I'm not asking you to commit to me. So, do you believe the answer? The answer is yes, right?
Yes. I think I
do. Will you keep us posted?
I will.
Okay, keep us posted, and you'll be honest with him, right?
Yeah, I'm very honest, if nothing else.
Well, let's wish him the best. Let's wish him the best. Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.